No, that's okay. But you know, the thing is too. The other thing is too is that I think is very important. You've always been a good marketer. See, you've always known what to say to these fuckers. You know, these fucking freeloading cunts who want free advice, and you know, a good professional would know how to handle that situation, right? Like someone says to you, oh, what do you think I should do? So what you used to say to them, I've seen you do this. You say, oh, look, I've got to be careful giving advice. I give you advice at a barbecue and I get sued because I don't know all the facts. You're a very good marketer like that. And the honest truth is, right, if it's not a billable hour, they can go and circle jerk. You need to earn coin. You're not here to give a free service to help the community.
No.
The community can go fuck themselves. The governments are evil. They derive their power from Satan the devil. Eddie Solomon said that. The truth is, you got to turn these things into earns. These cunts at barbecues who want free, that's why you don't have any fucking friends. They're all fucking freeloading cunts who want free advice and then they're going to turn around and sue you. The honest truth is, you got to turn that into a deal. You got to turn it into a billable hour, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, number one, you can't give free advice because you don't know all the facts.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
At least if they come in for an appointment, you have it diarised in your diary. I saw him. These were the facts. You took notes, don't you?
Yeah.
You take notes that, well, this is...
You're right now.
But if you're in a barbecue, you're worried about your steak that's burning or the beer that's getting hot.
Yeah, that's right.
Or some cunt who's helping himself to your beers when they bought shit beers, you know. You're trying to fucking manage these cunts.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, that's right.
The truth is, you got to turn it into billable. Like that, Frank. Remember Frank the electrician? He was a great guy.
Yeah.
You know, he'd turn a little job into half a day's work.
Yes.
A 5-minute job into half a day. You know.
Yeah, no,
and then he'd say, "Oh, we had a lucky break." No luck with Frank. You know.
You did.
Frank the electrician. That's what you want. That's the sort of shit you want. You can't have instant fixes. I think in many ways, you've got to try and, when you get a job, sometimes you've got to try and maximize it too, don't you? You can't just sell yourself, sure, the answer is this. You've got to explain. One, to protect you professionally, but two, to get a decent bill.
Well,
you can't have these cunts asking you one snippet of advice, can you?
Well, yeah, that's right. No,
You know.
Yeah.
It was the old story, you know. A guy's got a problem with his car. He goes to the mechanic. The mechanic says, "Oh, I can fix that." He gets a hammer, whack. He says, "Oh, that'll be $100." And the guy goes, $100? You just hit that. He goes, "Yeah, it's knowing which part to hit."
Yeah, that's the $99.
$1
$1 to hit it, 99 to know which
one
to hit.
You know, and that's the whole fucking thing. I can see why you don't have many friends, because a lot of these people are cunts. They're freeloading cunts who want free advice, and then they turn around and sue you.
Yeah,
They're nasty fucking vicious fuckers, and you can still make mistakes. Just because you're an accountant, you can still make a mistake. Everyone's human, aren't they? They can make a big mistake.
Yeah,
you can really fuck things up. We're humans.
I try and just say, look, it's complicated. I won't give an opinion. If a person asks me, look, are those shoes? Can you claim them for work? And you think, oh, it's debatable. Well, what's it matter if it's wrong? $50. If you're wrong, he gets taxed an extra $10 and $5 penalty. 15. What the hell? Yeah, you can do it. But if he says, look, a house, he's going to sell the house, and there's possibly $100,000 in tax involved. Well, hey, before I get that, I want all the facts. I want to think about it, and I also it's going to take a few hours, and I want to. And also charge him for that, because you can't just there's the answer. And I've had even solicitors very often writing saying, look, you just confirm this, or this is a client of yours, you just confirm there's no capital gains tax payable. It's always capital gains tax on these properties, and you think, why would I want to do that?
Yeah, but a professional, you're a professional, right? You just say, no, of course, Mr. Lawyer, because lawyer's job, there's nothing lower than a lawyer in life. They are the most miserable, lying cunts on earth. There's nothing lower than a fucking lawyer. So you got to say to them, of course we can answer that for you. We need all the facts. Please make an appointment. Come in, we want to know all the facts. We'll sit down and we'll consult for you.
Yeah.
And
they say, oh, no, you know the facts.
You don't say this. You say to them, look, these are that's what you say. You're a perfect salesman. You're already answering it. You say, no, these are complicated things. We don't know all the facts. I can't give you an opinion because I don't know all the facts. I'm going to expose myself professionally. just so that you can sign off on it easy. Life's not like that.
Yeah.
That's what you say to these people, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
I need to know the facts, otherwise I'm liable. That doesn't sound like a good deal to me. You need to say to them, you need to present all the facts. We need to know all the facts, the surrounding information. You come in, make an appointment, so we can gather the things. $250 an hour, what's your billable rate?
$3.30.
$3.30 an hour? Well, $3.30 an hour. Come in and we'll give you an opinion.
What I used to get very common is people buying a shop or getting a shop lease, leasing a shop. Yeah. And you have to get a statement from an accountant saying he's explained to you what's your financial position, can you pay, all the repercussions. And the solicitors say, look, the settlement's in 2 hours, can you just come around and sign this thing? And I said, well, where's the lease? Oh, look, don't worry about the lease. I said, no, hold it. Yeah, they want you to just sign. Yeah. And then 3 years later, when the guy can't pay the rent, he'll say, well,
you signed off on it.
You signed off on it. You're liable because you didn't explain to this guy what the problems are.
Yes.
And they say, oh, don't worry about it. But I know the client will say, oh, I know all about it. Well, if you know all about it, don't come to see me.
Yes.
You don't need me. Yes. Oh, but I need an accountant's signature.
Well, if you need an accountant's signature, and also you need to get the billable hour. Well, this fucking sleazy lawyer, he's got his billable hour out of it.
Well, if they want me to, it says there, I've explained to him this, I have done this, I have done that. Yes. Well, I've seen the lease, I've read the lease, I've explained. Well, how can you read it if you haven't got it? And just imagine in court, the court says to you, well, how can you read it if you haven't even seen it? How can you explain to him the consequences if you don't even know what the terms are? You're negligent, you're liable, you got to cough up. That's what's going to happen. Sure. And so these people, but the client doesn't realise, he wants it done quick. The lawyer thinks, oh, well, I should have asked him a month ago, but it was last moment, settlement's in 2 hours, let's get this thing signed off.
You just tell him to get fucked then.
I just say, can't do it. No lease, I'm not.
Not your problem. It's not your problem. How's it your problem? How's it your problem?
Well, it would be my problem if I was giving the wrong advice and then they're suing you.
Yeah, and they will.
Because that lawyer will be suing you later on, yeah. And so you got to take extra care, very, very much care in giving advice, and that's why, like when the viewers they want advice, well, if it's very easy general things, we can give it to them. But if it gets more complicated, well, first of all, they've got to give you all the facts because you can't decide without the facts anyway, and that sometimes you got to ask them 3 times. What about this? What about that? What about that? And then you got to think about it, and then give them advice and say, well, but could subject to this and subject to that. That's the answer.
Sure.
And it is dangerous in giving advice.
Yes. Well, you've got to sit down and get the facts, don't you?
And for a free dinner, I mean, here I am looking at the lobster.
No, but we're not talking. They're talking about watches.
Yeah. Oh, your case.
That's what they're talking about. Watches and who's got the tightest pussies? What nationality has the tightest pussies? That's what they ask me. How are they going to sue me for that? For fuck's sake! How are they going to sue me for that? Jesus Christ. Wow. That's how it goes there.